So I packed up my whole life and I'm about to go to USA. I'm in Thailand right now, aren't we, Joseph?
Yes.
And I'm about to leave my condo. I've lived here for the past 2 years, but now I'm about to go and explore the US for the first time ever, and I've got a colossal journey ahead of me. We're going to go to Korea, then we're going to go to Atlanta, then Miami, and then eventually we're going to land in Colombia. But yeah, anyway, come with me on this Brit's first time in America. How do you think we're going to do, Joe?
It's going to be fantastic, mate. You're going to have a really good time. I'm looking forward to it. Even though I'm not coming, I'm staying here.
You're staying right here, boy. Boom, just like that, we're on the plane. So we're currently taking a flight. We're going Korean Air business class. Look at it. The plane looks absolutely huge. Alright, so we're about to do the big one. This is actually a 12-hour flight. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer. But you're about to witness my very first impressions of America. If you're an American watching this, you're probably thinking, it's not that special, what the hell, why are you that gassed about it? Look, growing up in England, you watch so many USA-based television shows. You see yellow buses, baseball, big, juicy burgers. Okay, alright, we're checked into the hotel, and this is going to be my actual first impressions of America, because just getting to this hotel and getting out the airport overstimulated me to the point where I started pranging out, didn't really film any content. But look at this. Look at where we are, mate. This is insane. It's time to go face Miami. First order of business, we're gonna go straight to the beach, go for a little dip, go for a little exploration. I also wanna try some dirty, horrible, disgusting fast food. I want to go and buy some chocolate and some sweets. What else can I do in America? I don't really know. Anyway, who really cares? I think I might also head up to the Rooftop bar tonight and have a few little solo drinky poos and just take in the vibes, take in the scenery. And yeah, let's just get out there and explore. When you ask bro, is he excited for GTA 6? Is this outfit a little bit much? Have I took this Miami thing too far already? Nah. This is the whole point of Miami. Get dressed up like this, go out on the street vlogging. Fuck it hell. If you ask ChatGPT to create a Miami LARPer, an image of a Miami LARPer, he'd fucking cook this up, wouldn't he? Oh, this lighting's goated. So this lift can take me to the mall. So we're gonna go to the mall first, see what that's like, and then we're gonna get a taxi to the beach. Wow, that looks fucking sick. That looks mental. Well, this is the mall. So now I've got to think, if you've been watching the Thailand videos, how does this compare to the Bangkok malls? I don't really know, because I've not really walked around yet, but so far it's way more quieter, way less going on, and it's way smaller as well. That's obvious. Thailand's malls are obviously going to be bigger, more Asian. Okay, so we're in the 7-Eleven. How does 7-Eleven America compared to 7-Eleven Thailand? So much random shit. Okay, mall was boring and mid, so we left there. We also just went to a 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven was, and again, I'm not going to make this comparing to Thailand video, but it was not as good as the 7-Elevens in Thailand. As to be expected, it's just completely different. But it was still good, still very, very nice. One thing that I do want to say about first impressions here is that people are less open to just chit-chatting than what they were. And again, I don't want to make it compared to Thailand, but just Asia in general, it felt like people are a little bit more open to chit-chat. It feels like maybe it's just the area that I'm staying in Miami, maybe it's just a Miami thing. People are a little bit more reserved, which I get it, you know, I understand. I kind of expected that. But anyway, now we're going to go check out a different area. We're going to South Beach and we're going to go for our swim. We're going to get some scran, just enjoy the afternoon. All right, spawned into South Beach. It's beautiful. Should I move here? Should I move to Miami, guys? I don't know. I really don't know. Just look at the aesthetic. Look at the Miami aesthetic. That's such a cool shot. Oh, it's choices. So this is going to be our first look at the actual beach. I mean, I would say that me asking the question of should I move here is a pretty good first impression, but I tend to be pretty impulsive when I find a new place like this. Then again, I've never found a place like this. Wow. Kind of smells like shit though. Alright, we're pulled up. So I kind of want to sit down and have some, just have some scran. Have a drink maybe. I don't know if it's that sort of place here. Also not sure what all this shit is that's washed up on the beach. Is it seaweed? What is that? It's all on the sea as well. I don't know if I fancy a dip in that shit. It stinks, maybe that's what the smell is. Alright, so I found a little spot to chill. I think I will go in the sea. I've not come all this way in a taxi just to not swim. I've not come all the way to Miami just to not go in the ocean. You know what I mean? But one thing I just want to point out is the camera can't really pick it up, but that over there is a floating billboard. I love capitalism. Had to come for a swim with that floating billboard. That is just ridiculous. Look. Oh, I can't zoom because it's on the front cam. Look, all this shit still. Oh, fucking check this spot out, boys. Alright, we just boxed off a little scran. I just grabbed whatever I could get, to be fair. And I've just been patrolling the streets of South Beach, Miami. And it's been nice. It's been nice. First impressions. I've already kind of said my first impressions. They haven't really changed. It's still a fucking amazing lifestyle. Everybody's just on the beach. Everybody's in unbelievable shape. Men, women, anywhere in between. They all look fantastic, which is good because then it holds you to another standard. And that's really like the purpose of me coming to Miami, is to do exactly that. I love Thailand, I love Bangkok. I got way too comfortable there over the past, I guess, 2 years. Particularly over the past 6 months, I got way too comfortable. I was way too alright with the fact that my business wasn't doing what it was in previous months. Like if we had like a lower month, I didn't care. There was no like fire to keep going. There was no like big pressure to keep moving on. Whereas coming here, spending a bit more money on the lifestyle, investing more money into the business, it makes me want to do more and more and more. And that's, yeah. My friend messaged me before because I was explaining this to him on text, and he says, yeah, the Miami effect. And it's real. It makes you want to work harder, that's for sure. Okay, I've finally returned from the beach adventure and I've got a little bit of a headache, so I'm gonna take an aspirin, man. We don't have aspirin in the UK. We just have paracetamol. I don't know if they're just the same thing, but either way, I'm gonna try my first aspirin, my first dose of aspirin. So let's fucking do this. God, I look white as a ghost. I need to sleep, man. I've been up for, how many hours have we been up for now? I don't know. A lot. It's been a lot. But anyway, this is what the aspirin looks like. Oh. Fucking camera just did a roly-poly. This is what they look like. Let's try one. Bit of a funny taste. Oh, wow. That's weird. Tastes very chemically. Let's try the other one. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I've been rotting in this bed for the past hour after taking the aspirin. But anyway, here's the game plan. We're gonna go to Mackey's. If you don't know what Mackey's is, it's McDonald's. I wanna go and see what American Mackey's is like, get a little scran. From there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head up to the Rooftop and we're gonna get a little drink up there and reflect upon our time in Miami before our flight tomorrow, where we go to a new country. In fact, another new continent. 2 new continents for me in like 2 days in the same week. That's mad, isn't it? Genuinely, if I could give you one piece of advice, it would be, don't feel cringe picking up the camera and starting to post content. If you're watching this and you're like, I wish I could just fucking pick up the camera, travel the world, and that be the way that I make my money. Like, please, like, just even, I know it's against my audience retention to do this. Stop watching this video right now and go and post your first video. I don't care what it is. About 6 or 7 years ago, I started posting handstand videos to the internet. And now I've got to the point where I'm flying business class all over the world and just doing what I want every single day. And as you've seen today, just generally pissing about, just loitering about and getting paid for it. That's pretty much what I do for the most part, to be fair. Just because people want my experience and advice on things. But yeah, like, look at this channel as well. This channel doesn't get a ridiculous amount of views, maybe like 1-2k views. That's it. But it still benefits us massively. And I also enjoy doing it a lot. But anyway, enough yapping, enough inspirational talk. Let me get to Mackey's and then we'll head up to the rooftop and we'll end this video. Just before we do go out, actually, this TV has live TV on it. I want to just go to it and see what it has. Whoa. That's literally where we were today. No way. That's the mall. What is this? Is this an ad for this hotel? What am I watching? It is. It's an ad for the hotel. I'm staying in the hotel and they're giving me an ad for the hotel. Bro, I've already paid. Oh yeah, this is the skyline from where I'm staying as well. I don't know what it is, but the buildings look so luminous here in comparison to Bangkok. They look so much brighter for some reason. I think it's because they're closer together, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, let's get out of here. Okay, so we're wandering the streets now. We just did the rooftop bar. Didn't really warrant filming. It was just dark and moody, and you couldn't really see the view anyway. So we're gonna get to more sociable and more important tasks, such as going to McDonald's and stuffing our face with chemical-filled foods, which is just here. Looks the fucking same as England. 14 grams of protein. Don't mind if I do. Alright, what else? I feel like burgers is a thing to go for in Mackey's, but do I ever eat Mackey's burgers? Not really. Not really. Should I do it for the review? No. This is more what I'm into. Wow. Frozen Fanta. It's like Tango Ice Blast, but probably nicer. Waiting for us, Scran. I understand that I've gone for a very basic Mackey's order. But honestly, it just looked the same as the UK menu. We're just going to do a taste test. Mainly ice cream quality is what we're looking for. Alright, boys. Look at the state of this. Why is it like foaming at the top? Tastes like berry Fanta. Let's go a little chip test. Exact same as everywhere else in the world. Of all the things you could be doing in Miami, and I'm sat in Mackey's reviewing fucking chips. This is how I spent my one night in Miami. Okay, let's test the nuggets. Tastes like plastic. It's fucking huge, this thing. It's the exact same as England. The exact fucking same. And that's about as far as I'll go, I think. And that was Miami. I did film an outro after I went to Mackey's, but unfortunately I accidentally filmed it in slow motion, so that doesn't work. But anyway, look where I am now. I'm now in Medellin, Colombia, and we're going to be making a lot of content here. A lot of vlogs are coming. This place is going to be rich in lore and side quests and vlog content. I've got so many things lined up. My friend Travis, he lives in the same building as me, and he's got so many little quests for us to do, so that should be interesting. There's going to be vlogs on this coming soon. I'm also going to do a tour of this place, because this place that I'm living in is absolutely unbelievable. But yeah, if you're enjoying the journey and you want to follow along for the other adventures and see what I'm getting up to, then subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you in the next. Take care.